there, this is Beth Sinclair. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and this week's video is going to be about making kids' cards. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm in a craft show on the 5th of October, and I'm going to have these where they can tell me here, I'll show you the cards first. See, I got the numbers on them. That's 6, and these are boy cards. These two and this one. Those are, I consider them boy cards because there's a dinosaur and it's not really feminine colors. Okay? These are the girl cards. I got that, this, that. And actually, this isn't the one I wanted to show you because I only made one of those. That one we're going to remake. I should have another pink one in here with a number. Here it is. That's the one. These three I'm going to have. The peach ones I won't have extra stuff of because I made a lot of these. So basically, you're going to see the card and it's on display like this, and you're going to get one like this, and you're going to tell me how old you want, what number you want on here for how old the child is, and I will put the number on there because I've got all these numbers cut out 0 through 10, and I should be able to make anything out of that. You know, kids, not adults. Unless you got an adult that has a thing about bunnies and dinosaurs, it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't mind a card with that little girl because I think she's adorable. But, you know, not everybody's like me. So anyways, I'm going to show you what I used to make these. And we're going to make this peach one together, okay? Also, I'll have all the measurements in my blog. And, oh, the craft show is at the, oh, I can't think of what it's called. I wrote it on a sticky note. Roseville and East Point Recreation Authority, and it's on Sycamore in Roseville, and it's from 10 to 4, and I'll be in the small gym. And it's funny, I had a sitting here, a little crib note for me, and all of a sudden I look for it to talk about it, and it's gone. I don't know where I put the sticky note. Not on me, not on the floor. I don't know, but I had the address. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to make one of these cards here. I'll show you how I made them. I'm going to start with peach pie. It's a standard A2 card. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I've got basic white. That's 4 by 5 1/4. And that one's going to go on top as the mat. The girls' cards and the boys' cards, I just do slightly different. The girls' ones I measured out a little bit better. But so we're going to be making one of these. Glue. Yes, glue. We're going to glue this on, and then I'm going to tell you what the little boxes are and how I did that. Basically, I just went and looked through my pattern paper and looked for different styles of the same color. So my base color here is this one, and I'm going to use that and everything else. Kind of like a monochromatic card in a way, but not really mono because it's not one, it's 2 colors because it's got white. And then of course the balloon's got a little extra color too. So it's not quite that, but it's similar. There. So I got that. Then I got my little boxes that I did. Now, there's 2 of them that are pattern paper. This is from the pattern paper that's the, in color set for the year that we're in right now. This one. Oh, what are the years? Well, 23 to 25, I believe. No, where are we? We're 25. Yeah. No, 24 to 26. Hello. I'm getting confused. Anyways, these are 1 3/4 wide and 3 inches long. And they're going to be kitty corner. Either this way or this way. I changed them up. If you notice all the cards I did, they're kind of all different. I just playing around. So these are going to go here, and you just kind of play with them till you get the same amount of white all around it. And the measurements that I have give you a real good chance of that. Because I played with it for a while to get that. And then I've got 2 pieces of just standard cardstock that's that color. These are 1 1/4 by 1.3 quarters by 1.3 quarters. It's a square, so it's the same. Those are going to go here and here. Now I got to leave one blank because that's where the number is going to go. Okay, so we're going to kind of get these, well, up where we want them, and then we're going to glue them down. And this glue was being a little persnickety for me, wasn't it? I want something that'll glue easier. Try this one. Oh, that one's the same way. I just got to get a little needle in here because there's some dried glue. You know what? Here. Ah, there we go. That broke through. Okay. And we're going to put this. It's easy when you get one down to kind of just match everything, because this has got to go even with that. See, even with that, go up a little. Try to make the same white all around. Now, somebody with maybe an A personality, which is not me, could possibly measure it out with a pencil and a ruler and make little marks and then make them perfect. I'm not all about that because this is a handmade card. You know, it's made with love. So love isn't always perfect, right? Boy, am I getting... Oh, you know what? This one's kind of cool too. And no, I'm going to do the stripes. That's a good way to get glue on something. Okay. And then this one. All right. Yeah. Not too much there. And this goes right here. Push that down. Okay. That looks good. Oh, well, that's adhering. I'll show you what I used. I've got balloons. I used my blends on those. This is lemon yellow, peach pie, and soft sea foam. Just really gentle pastel colors, unlike what I did for the boys. And those balloons came from this Spring Corners. It's in our online exclusive, and it has dies to go with it, so I use that. Then I have a cupcake. I love this cupcake. I think it's so cool. So there's our cupcake. And that came from Pocket Thoughts. And the frosting is a separate die, or separate stamp, so you can make it any color you want. And I always use crumb cake for the paper because I like it to be non-intrusive. That's what I did for those. I also have this bunny. I love the bunny. She's so cute. That came from Storybook Friends. All right, and they have dies that coordinate with them as well. Oops. So that's what I did with that. Now the boy cards, for those, I did Darling Dinos. And I did a bunch of dinosaurs, and I had colors that were in that plaid paper that just seems kind of non-feminine. And I put it together. I like those. All right, so anyways, we're just going to figure out where we want these. Now, the peach one I did here, I like the way I did that. I'll show you. I had her holding the balloons. So I think I'll do that again. All right. Only thing is, oh, she's going to go up in the corner because she's looking in that direction. I feel funny about putting Bunny like this because what's she looking at? You know? So I'm going to put her here with that. Then the cupcake can go here so she can look at the cupcake, maybe. There's going to be a happy birthday that goes here. No, sorry. it's going to go here. And then the number's going to go there. See? Oh, except not on that. It's got to go on a white piece. It's 1.5 by 1.5, so it sticks out. So that's going to be our card. Now you can play around with it. You can switch them and do different things. I mean, maybe I want this by itself and do her. Well, I can put this up here, do her here looking at the balloons. And then maybe I can do the cupcake with the happy birthday. Anything you want. You just putz around with it. And it's nice because you make them a little different. Alright, I like my original one better. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to get some dimensionals. And we're going to put some on the rabbit. And then on the balloons, we're going to have her holding them. I'm going to do that, and then these. And I'm still working on what I want to bring to that show. I got some Easter cards I'm working on, because Easter's the next holiday. And I'm going to do a couple on a video. I'll probably have one on the video for that day too. I have one in my mind that I'm thinking about. And maybe some Mother's Day. I got Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation. Those are the other ones I was thinking of. But I think a little early to buy a graduation card. I don't know. I probably have a couple just because you never know. I think at one of my Christmas shows somebody wanted a graduation card. I'm like, what? I definitely didn't bring them to my Christmas shows. Here we got the bunny. And then we got the 8 has to go on the little square. Now this is what I have. Excuse me. This is what I have sitting and waiting for, you know, all these. I've got, for the girls, I got the numbers on a little white square. And for the boys, I got the actual square with the number on it that I'm going to add. Well, it's a little different. I got this, the white with that. Here I've got the color with the number in little bags that I'm going to have nearby. So when they say what color, what age they want, they can. Oh, that was going to go there. It's going to go here. No, wait a minute. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. And the happy birthday goes here. So we'll put this up. This is the same size as that white. It's 1.5 by 1.5. And the happy birthday came from the same stamp set that the cupcake came from. Which that way it uses up some of the square, you know? I wanted to use it, but I don't want it to look like it needed something. And cupcake. Sometimes I'm safer with this glue, just putting dots. Alright, and there we go. And then I put a white piece of paper inside just for a sentiment. I don't know if this is 4 by 5. Yeah, it is. So this would go right in here. I don't put sentiments in cards when I give them to people. I used to for Christmas cards, but then I get too many people saying, oh, it's not blank inside. Or, what does this one say? What does that one say? What does this one say? And then it just got to be a nuisance. And then I was taking scrap piece of paper and I, write down the Christmas greeting that I have and stick it in with the card. I tried that for a little bit. But I just decided, you know what? We're going to leave them blank. Now, somebody, like the girls at work sometimes will pre-order a card for me and I'll show them all the sentiments I have and I'll do that for them, because it's different. But if it's just a craft show and it's sitting on a thing, you're not going to get a sentiment. Unless somebody asked for one, but I won't have them with me. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's my card. Here's, I like this happy birthday better than that. I was putzing around. And then I got this I used on a lot of them. That's a Christmas die from the Christmas set. I got that when they were clearancing them out because I really liked that Christmas cutout. I love that. Now I'm finding useful. This is a good size for this little box, you know. I like that. So I could do it on a little box if I wanted to. And I like these kind of dies. These are gorgeous. So that's what I did that for. And I actually did use one of those banner die things for one of my cards for my, I can show you what that one is. I have a card I made for Christmas. Easter. I'm looking at pastels and bunnies. I'm seeing Christmas. Oh, it's because that was Christmas. I'll show you that one. And, okay, where is it? Come on, where are you? Oops. Here it is. Right there. I love this bunny. Because actually from Paper Pumpkin last year. And I made this basket with some of the retired dies that we have. And this was a neat idea for the sun. Now that sun is in the spring corners. It's not in here. It's in the stamp set. It's actually, or the dies, and it's actually kind of big. And I found out if you just cut it in quarters, you can use it on several cards instead of just using one. And this is my Christmas die that I liked, and this is probably from the same Paper Pumpkin, and this is really old. But you know what? When you're making stuff for a craft show, it doesn't matter if it's current or not, because they're just buying the card. They're not buying, you know, the set to do it with. But the basket is actually the basket bottom. I don't have it handy, but there was a stamp set beginning of last year that had a bundle rather, that was all crafting things. I had a paper cutter and a sewing machine and all kinds of cool stuff. Well, this is a basket for the yarn. I cut the handle off, and this is just two circle dies together, and I adhered it. And then my little eggs, oh, my little eggs were a cool find. You know what they are? Do I have one? Look at the number 6. See that shape right there? When I was cutting out numbers, I decided to just collect them in a bag because they just look like it'd be useful. Lo and behold, they are. They're eggs. You could decorate them too. I just didn't do that on these. But this is one of my Easter cards that I came up with. I still have a lot in my head I got to work on. But, okay. Well, thank you for watching my video. And come out and see me at the craft show next week. Well, I shouldn't say next week. Yeah, it is next week because I'll be posting this weekend. Okay, it'll be the 5th of April. All right. Thank you for watching my video.